Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's having a really good day. Thank you guys for stopping in. Daddy, PC Gamer, Crispy Duck. I think Mickey Rappo was here earlier. So yeah, I'm back for the second day in a row. I'm really having a good time with Medieval Dynasty. I think I've sort of figured out a more consistent stream schedule that I can pick up again. So I've updated my schedule in the description of the channel, and I don't know if I actually updated it in the video description or if I even have it there, but I am planning to try to do 2 weekdays at about this time. It's just a time that works for me. So I hope everybody is doing good out there, and I'm going to jump right into Medieval Dynasty. We got a lot done last stream, and I think that was a pretty good start. I at least have a bow already. I've got like the hunting lodge up. I think we were still building the resource storage, so that's really a priority if I'm going to start expanding the settlement, which is what I really want to do today. I want to expand the population. A couple people would be really disappointed to find out, though, that I looked for mods, and there is, in fact, no mods out there for Medieval Dynasty that introduces potatoes, and so that's a little disappointing for me. But trying to listen to your stream and raise at the same time, that's like, yeah, you know, the different talking over one another, that's got to sound a little chaotic. But thank you for jumping in here. Daddy, I looked for the potato mod just for you because I feel like you would appreciate it if I was able to play with potatoes. But unfortunately, obviously I was not able to find anything. There was, I think on Nexus mods, there was only a handful of mods available for Medieval Dynasty. I don't know if they only recently added mod support or if there's just not a huge modding community for this game. So we will have to deal without potatoes for right now. So I'm gonna jump right into it. Hey Glassney, good evening all. Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It is just afternoon here right now. So I am still at my subscriber goal of 200. I'm at about 182 right now, so that's still our goal for the day. Not really for the day, I guess for like, I don't know. I kind of have this like idea in mind that I want to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the month because that feels like a good goal. All right, so I'm just going to continue the last game. Like checking my shirt right before I jumped in here, I was actually cooking butternut squash soup for my husband because he's wanted it for a really long time. But I don't know if any of you have ever actually used an immersion blender, but if you don't like angle it right, you are gonna cover yourself in whatever you're actually blending. And so that's what happened to me. Yeah, so the goal today, I think, is I want to expand the population, so I need to do the resource storage or finish that building before I do that, and then I still have to start kind of adding some more houses. We already have 2 houses, one of them being mine. If I haven't unlocked it already, hopefully I'll unlock the next size house, so then I can move myself into one of those. This is taking a while to load today, actually. I should have loaded it up before I jumped in. So how is everyone doing today? It is, of course, a Monday, which is kind of dull. For me, it's nice though because it's raining and I love the rain. And so I have the windows open. I can listen to the rain. I live in New England, so the leaves are just about that perfect like orange and red color. So this is like my favorite time of the year. And it doesn't matter if it's a Monday, I usually enjoy it. Okay, so we have the hunting lodge up, like I said, and we've got this building started. And so this is really going to be my first goal. I think I want to get this building up, and then I can actually move all the stuff that's in my house into the resource storage, all of the stuff that, you know, I want my villagers to be able to take advantage of. That's going to be important. Oh, and I did just unlock the simple house, and so that's what I was just talking about. The simple house is a bit bigger. I think, if I recall, it has 1 double bed and then 2 single beds, and so I think that you're able to have like maybe up to 2 children, I'm guessing. I've never gotten that far with this game, so we are gonna find that out together. Daddy PC Gamer, I am fan-fucking-tastic. I'd be a lot happier if it was raining. Yeah, I don't know. Especially this time of year, I really like the rain. I think when we get to the end of October, at least around here weather-wise, things get a little cold when it rains, but I'm glad you're having a good day. I kind of like doing this in third person because I think I look cool now that I have a backpack. So another thing that I discovered when I was looking for mods yesterday, I haven't really looked into this development company much to see like what are the other games that they've put out, but I didn't realize that there's a couple other like Dynasty games. There's like Farming Dynasty and or Farmers Dynasty, and I think this development company also put out like Hotel Giant 2 and some other stuff like that. But there's actually a game coming out. I think it's coming out this year. It's Western, I think it's like Western Dynasty or something like that. It's basically Medieval Dynasty, but cowboys, is the best way to describe it. And I am like kind of interested in that. I can't tell if it's kind of like just a complete reskin of Medieval Dynasty, but it does look a little bit different. You know, like maybe some of the systems are improved a little bit, or there's more like almost environment biomes, I think, that they're working on that offer different like challenges. Daddy PC Gamer, I leave for Miami in less than a week, so I'm kind of on top of the world, just looking forward to a vacation. Oh, that sounds wonderful. That's gonna be like gorgeous down there, probably. Crispy Duck, doing good, thanks. Chilled out Monday, autumnal time. Yes, that is exactly how I'm feeling. It's very chill. By the way, if you guys hear like a bunch of noise, like a grinding sound or something, there's like lawnmowers going or some other kind of machinery. I don't know why it's raining, but I can't tell if my mic is really picking it up or not. Obviously, if it is, let me know. I like watch the tree when it like bounces like that. I have several times run into, you know, getting myself knocked out, taking like serious damage. I feel like I'm also significantly deforesting this area. Like, there are no trees in the immediate vicinity. Looks like I'm gonna just need a lot of sticks and some more logs. So she has a quest. So let's talk to Agnes. Can I help you with something? You really think that you're a better woodcutter than I am? Prove it. Let's see if you can gather more logs than me in 1 hour. We bet for 50 coins. Winner takes it all. Do you accept the challenge? Absolutely, because I'm also cutting down trees right now. So why would I not take that? Now, I wonder if I have to keep them in my inventory? I don't think so. I should check the quest itself. Woodcutter challenge. Deliver to... Oh, I have to deliver them to her. Okay, that's easy. So I'm just gonna kind of do that first, and then the leftover logs I will continue building with. Daddy PC Gamer. It's going to be plus 80 degrees Fahrenheit the whole week. Which is a little too hot for me, and the drive down is about 15 hours, but other than that, gonna be great to get away for a bit. That does sound nice. I don't know, I know 15-hour drive does sound rough. I think it was like 18 hours. I drove from Connecticut to South Carolina for a work thing once. It was like work, but we also my husband and I tried to use it as like a weekend vacation, even though we spent most of the weekend driving because we had to drive right back. But that was a long drive. I can get rid of the logs. But yeah, that can long drives like that can be tough. But you know, 80 is not that bad as long as it's not too humid. It should be decent. Crispy duck, not hearing that. All good. All right, that's great. I guess it's probably not a lawnmower. I think there's like people like it's like leaf blowing. I don't even know. All right, I need another hammer. So let me go get sticks. I swear this is probably the most like resource heavy building there is, just because it's such a big building. But I've never actually gotten past resource storage 1. There is the other one. I don't know if it's bigger or just like a nicer building. Daddy PC Gamer, let's be real. You need to drive about 15 hours southwest of Kentucky. That's true. If I did want to, if I wanted to come down there, that would probably take about that amount of time. I mean, there's also like, depending on how much time you have on a vacation, you could like, if you're stopping places, if you're not just driving straight through and you're stopping for like meals and like taking little breaks here and there, it could take a lot longer. I did not do that when I drove to South Carolina. So we just kind of did not stop. We took turns driving, but let's see. Let's build another hammer. Last name, Daddy PC Gamer. That sounds great. I found my way out of my workplace has been ordered to give everyone a medical check due to results from dust and chemical tests in the atmosphere. Ooh. I mean, okay, probably good that they're doing the tests. Not good that that probably means that there's a concern about that, right? I hope everything goes well with that. Okay, let's do this. Hammer. Let's finish these walls. Sticks, I guess. Your workplace sounds a lot like the United States Army. Only 8 years too late. Oh gosh, yeah. You know, it reminds me there was this time my husband was traveling at a previous job, or for a previous job. He had to travel to a different location, and it was in, you know, it was industry, so it's a factory, and the regulations, I guess, in that particular state too were a little bit different than they were here. And there was one room, they were kind of getting a tour of the facility, and there was one room where he's, you know, my husband's holding his coffee cup, and he's standing outside the door of this part of the factory, and they were like, yeah, you're not allowed to bring that in. And he was like, oh, okay, it's just a food policy. They're like, well, no, you can't have any open containers, because I guess there was like the stuff they were working on, there was so much like garbage in the air that like it would like make it dangerous to drink something that sat out there, which seems really bad. Like, I don't know, like that definitely seemed like not a place you'd want to be working in. And people are just like walking in and out, no masks on or anything. Yeah, the lungs are the main concern. Yeah, I hope everything goes well with that, and that things are okay. I am just breaking all my tools right now. You know, she is actually standing here, and I'm kind of wondering, I'm wondering if she's out of, like, pools or something like that. Let's see. She needs firewood, so she's a little unhappy. Negative 12% mood? That seems excessive for just not having any firewood. Let's see, the woodshed. So the woodshed has, it doesn't say no tools. So she must have an axe. Did I not give her like enough to do? I know, I guess it's maybe like the amount of like there's that percentage of like the work intensity. I think like, you know, there are obviously points in time where she's gonna take a break and not be doing anything. See, I gotta keep remembering like these I don't want to take just because if they do grow back into trees, I want to leave those up. There's like a lot of mushrooms around too, and I don't have, you know, a lot of people right now. I have just one person in my settlement, but I do eventually want to build the herbalist hut so I can have somebody kind of going around and collecting all these mushrooms, because I think they're really useful in stews and in potions and stuff, like for healing or strength. Mushrooms. Although with some of the mushrooms, just like in life and in other games, there are ones that are poisonous. There are ones that you have to be careful of. I also need to pay attention to what that quest is, Chapter 5 farm. I'm gonna need to work on that. Two-handed trick here and just pick up a bunch of sticks that are lying around. Anyway, that's enough gloom and doom. Yeah, I mean, I hope that everything goes well with that. That sucks when that happens. Like, you know, it's your workplace. You want to make sure that it's safe, obviously, and you want to know that, like, your employer is keeping it safe for you. Speaking of no more gloom and doom, the sun is actually coming out, but I kind of would prefer it to stay. I would prefer it to stay a little gloomier outside. Mostly because the lighting is better. Milk, and I decided I'm going to spam the dev suggestion form about implementing potatoes in the game until they do it. I love that. I just want potatoes, man. Looks like I need to cut some firewood. But see, here's the thing, is I need to cut firewood. But my worker over here, she could do that because she is the lumberjack. So if she would get to work, she could, yes. Oh, you know what? I guess because I don't have resource storage, it's probably just going into that one like storage at the woodshed, and I don't think that that then redistributes to the house, even though that like doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I should check the storage and see. Okay, yeah, everything is going here, so let me you know what, I'll just wait till I finish up this building. I could bring it over to her house, but I don't really need to. This is like really, I'm gonna have to go inside to finish up next. I wonder if I like spam the dev suggestions with like not focus on potatoes, because like, you know, I don't want to be like super over about that, like, you know, where they're like, why is this person crazy about potatoes? and just be like, hey, it would be great if you had a wider variety of foods, a wider variety of recipes available. You know, kind of slowly sneak that hint in there. All right. So I am going to actually move all of this. And I think actually this makes sense. So she's probably stopped working because there is a serious, like, lack of space in that storage. All right, so that's cool. I can put things in here because this holds so much more. And this is pretty much where everything is going to go. Put all the firewood in there. I'm just gonna move the rest of this over. 7. I don't know if this is gonna be completely... Oh, I can barely walk. Rian. Hi, peeps. Hey, Rian. How are you? I like the little emoji with the little cat in a box. Cute. Small boats would be nice to fish from. I think boats would be really great. Like, I would like to see them continue to expand the features in this game a lot. You know, I think that there's a lot they could add. Obviously, once the game's out of early access, like, maybe that's not their priority. I mean, I feel like they should be able to add new content more easily because they're less focused on, like, bug fixes, or they should be. Maybe. I don't know if I'm just... I have rot in here. That is because some food I've had has gone bad. Alright, we're gonna put sticks in here. Put some straw in here. It's basically anything that I don't need to have on me that could be used by other villagers. The rot has to go in the resource storage, though. Or the food storage. So, like, I need to build that as well. Linen thread in there. The carrot seeds can go in here. I think that's probably it for now. I guess that's another thing I want to think about next. I want to build the food storage. You can 100% professionally address the various food options. I will 100% be the crazy potato lady. I mean, that's fine. I'll be the crazy potato queen once they implement that, and then we're all good. Okay, so I want to keep the kind of, like, you know, fields and stuff over here, and maybe expand that way. I'll take some trees down. So I'm thinking the food storage would be good, like, in, like, this area. I think I can build that, yeah. Food storage building is actually not that, this up a bit close. I don't like putting things too close to the road. Like, I don't want it to be just like I'm cramming in all these buildings. And over here is out of food. Well, once I have this here, I can start putting everything in, you know, the same place. I don't have to do any sort of you know, running around delivering to houses. That. All right, let's find some more stone. I think once I have the food storage thing, I basically will have every building that I really need to kind of automate the essentials. Firewood is one of those things, food, water. I have the workbench, I have the woodshed. Then I can kind of start also focusing on the farming, and I need to obviously bring people in that can also be farmers. The other thing I think that's a big challenge with farming is the fertilizer is expensive when you buy it. Rot is obviously a great way to, you know, get resources for fertilizer, but you can also use manure. So eventually I'd like to have some animals. Actually gonna see if I can grab some of the logs that are still just standing there. Not sure why. I know that at a certain point you can make a builder's hut and like you can, I think you can assign people to like build, actually do building. I don't know if it's that you have to put the blueprint down and then they will slowly do it. Not sure about that. Take all the logs from the storage because she's obviously going to use those to make firewood. I realize I do also have to find a wife at some point. I don't know if I want that to be like sooner rather than later. It doesn't really matter for my character if I find a wife soon, because with the other characters, like if you put them in the same house, like they, I think, will start to have children. My character, I have to like explicitly like say that to my wife for that to happen. And again, like I said yesterday, I don't really want to have a ton of kids like popping up just because, you know, they use up resources and I don't have a lot of people here yet. I don't want us to starve because we got too many mouths to feed and not enough workers. Spear in there. Might have been when I was like trying to get the hawks yesterday. Eagles. One thing I try to do for easy rock collection is collect all the berries I come across, drop a giant stack on the floor and let them rot during season change. That's actually a really great idea, and I should have thought of that before fall because the berries are gone, I think, now. But you can get so many berries all at once. I think if I can get this done, then I can head over, start collecting things for the quest. And I can also start asking people to come live over here. I'll probably try to find a guy so I can put him in the same house as Agnes or whatever her name is. You do the same thing with unripe berries. Oh yeah, I bet that's actually great because, you know, unripe berries you can't really... I don't think you're supposed to eat them. I don't remember if they poison you or they just, like, you don't get the same level of nutrition from them. I eventually take up this area with things, I think, so... Or if I collect the small trees. I didn't check to see if... I don't think I've leveled up any skills, but I did see that obviously I can unlock the simple house now, or I could build that. There's all these different pieces of furniture here. I still haven't unlocked the herbalist hut. I can build the barn. That's good. And still no kitchen. Fine. At this point, I mean, I can do just fine cooking meat myself for the whole village because there's not many of us here. Dark out. Which I realize, like, I'm being weighed down a lot, and I think that must be from stone, maybe? Oh yeah, because I have 20 stone. I feel like, what else am I carrying that's, like, heavy? Oh, the carrots! Oh my gosh, I still have the carrots in my backpack. That's why. So that I can put in here for now. They're still at 100%. I have 223 carrots. Oh, do I not have room? Alright, we're gonna have to start moving things around, actually. So I'll do that and then finish the building in the morning. Let me move. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to... Stone. Stone. And try to move and right now. Love like the light from cool. The carrots are not gonna go there because obviously I don't have space. Fur in here. I can put the rot in here. I don't think it's supposed to go in here. Like, I think this means it just can't be collected from here for like the purpose of like making manure and other things. Guessing. Like an extra hoe I don't need. That can go good on everything else. Let's just put some stone in there. Because there's like, I think it's 1,000 kg or something like that. I should also eat. So parasol mushrooms, it's like 0.5 poisoning. Some carrots just to bring my up to top of that hunger bar. And I just have a lot of stuff in here that I can move to resource storage. Daddy PC Gamer, I could never stream this game because I like to turn off the carry weight limit, turn up XP gain, try to power through all the quests and level up quick so I can build a massive village. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think that would be fun to do though sometime. Just like remove those restrictions so that I can kind of do it more like almost sandbox style. Build a bunch of stuff. This is gonna weigh me down quite a bit, but that's okay. Just gonna move slowly in the dark. Agnes is probably asleep at this point. Okay. Move all the stone in there. I don't know why I have so much stone. I gotta stop picking up rocks and start like going to the inventory and checking what I have. Feather, clay, broadleaf. And then I guess I could just try to finish up this I could just try to finish up this house. This building, not house. So that I can put the carrots away. I just need to keep grabbing logs. So creepy, like when you look at the fog like that. it would be nice for the next season, or even this season if I was able to find it, to just see if there's a bandit camp that's spawned. Not to like find it at night or anything, because that would be crazy, but be fun. Quests are time consuming. And you just mentioned earlier how the buildings can be quite heavy on resource use, so it still takes a lot of time work. Just minimizes the survival concept. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I think that's good though, because like, I mean, you could have a game where you play it just simply to do it like very creative and, you know, just focus on the city management. I feel like that could be cool. It's just like a different type of play style. I don't think that it's necessarily like, I mean, that's actually why they give you the option though to adjust the settings for gameplay, so that you can make it kind of whatever experience you're actually looking for. I know I said I was going to finish this in the morning, but I just really want to get this done and then just put the roof on. Of course, I played this, I guess, a little bit like Stardew Valley, where I'm just like, I'm pushing it to the very like end of the day. Like right now it's okay. Yeah, I'm not at 24 hours yet, so it's 2100. Not terrible. And I do have a torch if I really needed it, but being kind of out in the open, not around the trees, it's bright enough. I can still see. I could be super lazy actually and just go back to the woodshed, because I think that there was still some stuff in here. Oh no, okay. It's all been probably put in here now. Point. I mean, I have a lumberjack for a reason. I might as well. That's what she's cut down. Need another. At least get the logs done, and then I can do the straw in the morning. Here, and the rest are just to require straw. I can do that. Sleep. So we can get sunlight. I also have to return Alwyn's water skin too. So that's kind of the next step on that quest. So I do have things to do. Aside from just like what my plans are for expanding the population. Woohoo, more Medieval Dynasty. Yes! I decided Mondays would be a good day to stream right after Sundays. The hardest thing I find is that if I stream a game, especially when I'm getting started on it, and I'm like, okay, I'll see you guys next week. Like, I hate that. I get so, like, antsy to play again. Even though, like, I could still play, like, I have a different save file that I'm working on. I don't know, it's not the same. Okay, so I think maybe there's some stuff inside to do. There we go. We are all done with this. I can put all of these carrots in here. So many. And what I'll try to do, or I'll try to remember, because I don't think my villagers are going to go through those carrots. And I don't have recipes to be able to cook them. So what I'll do is I'll try to remember before the end of the season, I'll throw some on the ground. I can, you know, because obviously I don't want them to just slowly go bad. Like, I will use some of that to create rot so I can make fertilizer, because I am going to need to craft fertilizer. I will need a barn to do so, I think. But it's a lot better than buying it. I'm able to craft it for a little bath. Oh. Okay, let's see what's in my inventory. I don't want to leave with a ton of stuff that's going to weigh me down. Some straw, I can keep that there. Some sticks are good. Right, we're all set. Image, I'm totally fine with you playing every day. Gets me something to watch when I get home from work. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad I can give you something to watch. That is, I feel like Medieval Dynasty is just, like, relaxing. It's, like, it's not too much. You know, it's not too active, I guess, but it can get intense. Yeah, so, okay, the berry bushes, there's, like, nothing on there. I can honestly also collect mushrooms and let those rot. I know in the previous season, I looked at the barrels that are over here, and I know sometimes stuff respawns from season to season, but I don't remember if that happens in the barrels or if that's less frequent. Yeah, no, these are empty. Alright, so we're gonna go to Gustovia and we're gonna give Alwyn his water skin back. And I'll see if I can buy some fertilizer, wheat grain, cabbage seed. Because I need that for that quest. I don't actually have any arrows on me and I really need to make some. Plenty of people that I can talk to next. Try to get them to come. Okay, we've got Alvin right here. Ew, this will help me a lot. I have some onion seeds here. Maybe I'll make use of them. Awesome. Here's for you, so you can craft tools and hunt. You're truly amazing. You, my father, only taught me how to work on the fields. Remember that, in the end, you are the one who shapes your own fate. Yes, it makes sense. Time for me to leave. Till next time. Words of wisdom for Alwyn. And it looks like the quest updated to wait for the next day, so there's probably stuff I can do. I wait. Okay, so that's... What's next? I have to retrieve Unigost's scythe from Ida. And I think Ida's over in Borowo across the river? I still have to figure out the rye delivery thing, and that's in Rolnica, so that's a little far, but maybe this or the next season I can take care of that one, because I do want to work on this one as well, which is possible. Alright, so Edwin sells seeds over here.
Hail, friend.
And fertilizer.
Best goods in the valley.
I have onion seeds, but that's not for the quest. At least 15 fertilizer. Like that.
Goodbye.
I keep coming up. 15 wheat grain and 15 cabbage seeds.
Hello.
All right.
Only the best products
I don't
here.
know if I'm going to be able to actually buy all of that right now. Cabbage seed. Oh yeah, I'm not going to buy all of that. All right, accept. Take 11 at least for now. What I think I'll do is I actually will sell the onion seeds. I really don't have 50 for that. I don't have a... So I got 11 cabbage seeds already.
Goodbye.
Okay, so then basically I will need to come back for wheat grain. I just need more. Daddy PC Gamer, I could be wrong, but I don't think the barrels, wrecked carts, bags ever respawn their loot unless it's after a year. Never made it far enough to find out. So sometimes what happens, at least with the wrecked carts, those aren't always in the same place. So like, I know the carts have disappeared. Like one season they're there, another season they're not. And then another season they might be back. I know each season the spawns do change, like the new stuff, but I think some of the stuff goes away. But I don't think the stuff on the river does. I don't know, it's very weird. They really need to make the music dynamic so it changes depending on where you are in the Medieval Dynasty world. Say music everywhere gets annoying. That's true, like they could vary it up a bit more. I mean, like they do have the music that you, when you hear it, it's like you know that there's an enemy or an animal has like been aggroed or something. Let's talk to the guys because we'll be able to have one of them live with Agnes.
How is life treating you?
Small talk. Let's learn about your skills. I'm really into tracking prey since it's an unpredictable and thrilling event. Every hunt is an exceptional experience. All right, so he'd be a great hunter. And I could give you a hard time. I'm the person who always falls for a lie, and I can never tell when someone is joking. Why am I such a nice? So that doesn't really... not terrible. You find the smell of rain as refreshing as I do. Okay, he's talking about rain here. I like him. Just put your tongue out when it's pouring and try it out someday. Okay, I'm gonna have him live with Agnes. You have found Agnes a husband. So, let's see. Agnes the lumberjack. We'll assign him to that same house. And we are going to make him a hunter. And I will have to get I think a stone knife, put that in resource storage. Wagner.
Hello there.
Interesting name. What about your skills? Farming? Okay. Okay, so we don't want her to be an herbalist for sure. So she doesn't like looking for resources.
Goodbye.
I'm just
How are
talking
you?
to them right now because I don't have a house built and I don't really want to rush to do that. I do want to go across the river as well. So this guy doesn't like hunting. Fine craftsman, knows how to cook his food well too. Okay, so he would be great in the kitchen. I mean, I can't build the kitchen yet, but I mean, I could always have him come back to the settlement, give him a different job, farming or something until then. You may know this already, and I'm just talking out of my ass, but I think one of the diplomacy upgrades is the ability to see someone's skills in focus mode. It is, and you can see their skills, and I think you can also, there's one for their personality. I'm pretty sure you're right, but I don't know what the exact thing is. So like this one is revealing NPCs' personalities during conversations, better buying and selling prices, king's reputation, faster production by NPCs, slower mood reduction, 10% lower taxes, lower demand for food and wood by the villagers. So I could have sworn that there was one like that. Action points. Because this is personalities, and the personality, it's just like it shows you like kind of a little basic like trait underneath whatever. I could have sworn you're right though. Like I really thought that that was a part of the tree. Interesting. Well, Glassy, you both know a lot about this game. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I know a decent amount, but I also haven't gotten very far in the game. Like, I've started the game so many times, and I know a lot of the basics, but there's probably a ton of stuff that I have no clue about. Maybe it isn't an upgrade, it's just standard in-game ability? Maybe. I haven't been able to see that. Like, you could talk to them and learn about their skills. Oh. Alright, so we gotta talk to Ida. I was just guessing that that was her. Alright, I'm getting her scythe. Take a hike, kid. I want it fair and square. 1? Ah, that little snake didn't even tell you about that, huh? That figures. It's my scythe now. Okay, okay, relax. What can I do to get your scythe then? You can buy it from me, of course, or we could play for it. What's the game? The same that made Unigos lose all his money in the scythe. Haha. The game of riddles. How is it played? Simple. I tell you through riddles. You must answer them all correctly. One mistake and the game is over. You win, you get the scythe. And if I lose, I'll go easy on you this time. If you lose, you don't owe me anything. You just forfeit the chance of getting the scythe for free. Alright, hit me with the riddles. Okay. First one, what disappears the second you say its name? Dust, little girl, tree, wind, okay, that's gonna be silence. Feed me and I live, yet give me a drink and I die. What am I? So that's fire. I feel like these are some pretty standard, like, riddles. Listen carefully. I can fly, but I have no wings. I can cry, but I have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I? So that is a cloud. Look at those fuckers in focus mode and see if they have any skill notes floating above their heads. I have to run for work meeting, but I should be back in 30 to 45 minutes. I hope I don't miss too much. Hopefully not. I'm sure you won't, but I am going to try that out. Alright, so thank you for the game. I had fun. Take care. Alright, so I've got his scythe back. That's actually really good. I always forget about focus mode. Oh my god! You're right. Daddy, you are right. Bye, Daddy. I can't because she's a regular villager. She's not with the... Oh, I could have been doing this like the whole time. Cool. Like, she would be a good farmer. Oh, that uses up stamina. So he has 3 for production, so he would be good in the workshop. I'm gonna go give Unigos his scythe, and then I'm going to go build some houses for more people so that we could bring more people to the settlement. But that is an awesome tip. And obviously, like, I want to try to find villagers that have, like, a 3 in something, because it seems like a lot of them have, like, you know, 1 or 2 skill points in an area, but, they might have, like, a 3 in something. So I want, obviously, the more advanced stuff. So the other thing I have to keep in mind, too, is I think that, children, so when NPC villagers have children, I think that the children's skills are based on what their parents' skills were at conception. So I'm kind of thinking that it makes sense for me to, like, hold off on putting villagers into houses together as much as possible until the villagers themselves gain more skills. That's just me. It's just a thought. Hey, Unigos, talk about your scythe. Splendid. Were there any troubles on the way? Not at all. Good lad, I have news. Sambor is looking for you. For me? Are you sure? I've been told he asked about the one with the funny eyes and the stupid face. I see. Okay, I won't prolong this humiliation and we'll go find him. Okay. Alright, so I've got more dynasty reputation. A part of me wants to, because I know I have linen thread back at the... He wants to, like, sell the bow and get, like, the rest of the seeds that I need for that quest, but I don't want to push it. I do need money, but I think there's probably some stuff I can do. I can actually sell a bunch of the carrots, get money. Let's go back to the village for right now. Yeah, and I'm thinking when I'm at this, I am gonna need to give. Okay, so it looks like she needs another axe. And it looks like in the hunting lodge. Oh, I just don't have any assignments up, so I need to do that. Glassney, thank you for the stream. I shall have to see you next time. Yeah, have a good day, Glassney. Hope the rest of your day is good. To give him the tool, but what I'm gonna do is I kind of have to see how much with the proper tool he's gonna bring in so that I can figure out how to like get a good ratio of meat to dried meat, because I don't want like raw meat just sitting around all the time. Okay. One thing I don't like about auto run in this game is you can hit shift twice to auto run, but you can't like auto sprint, I don't think. So I'm back. I put the carrots in there. Do I have anything else in here? I had some carrots. I'm gonna move the stuff that I have in here out of storage, and I'm also gonna take the roasted meat. Potion of night vision I can, because I feel like that's kind of like this, like mine. I don't think like other villagers need them, so it's really only beneficial to me. Line. Others can go. I already collected these, so the quest has already like identified that I have them. Maybe I should keep that stuff on me. So that in there. One's war can go. I do need to make some tools, so maybe I should try to make some stones. So there's stones. I should try to make a couple axes because I don't want to just make one, like, and then have to keep doing that. Two axes for now. Okay, put these here. And I think it was a stone knife. Yeah, I need to make stone knives for Which is weird because I feel like they should have technically a bow. Now this should actually tell me, though, a little bit more accurately what breakdown of the work is going to be. So they don't have resources currently as a tool. Well, yeah, so they won't have resources for that. So 26.56 per day. That's a lot of meat for one guy to grab. I'm going to bring this down to 30%. See, once there's some meat in storage, what the resources, like what it says for the total per day. And then I can balance that out so that they're pretty much equal. And obviously, if at a certain point I want more, I can always do that. So the next thing I want to do is I actually want to build a road for like houses, because I don't want all the houses like on this side of right against the river. I'd actually like to have, I don't know, like I want to keep some of the view of the river because I feel like that would look really nice. That would be really pleasant. Marco, good evening all. Hey Marco, how are you? Hope you're having a good night. I get thrown off sometimes because people will say good evening, and for me it's like just afternoon, but or somebody will say good morning, and that really throws me off. All right, so I'm not going to put all the houses over there. I do want to have another street, basically. But I'm going to put the blueprint for a house down, and now that I can build this simple house, I'm going to build a simple house instead of the simple small house. Have this like point this way so that I can have the road go up that way. Here. I'll give it a little bit of space so it's not, again, right up against the road. Nice for them to have like little yards and stuff too for each of the houses. Let's build the foundation. So I think I want to say for this house I'm going to make this a bit nicer. Some stones while we're out here. A moose hanging out nearby. I think I just need to pay attention to food, because if we start getting a little bit too low, even though I have like one hunter, I can obviously go out and hunt because there's so many moose that hang out in the area. Alright, so 10 logs for this. And I'm gonna see if Agnes has built a... Okay, we got 7 logs. Pretty good. Throw these in there. Am good, thank you. How are you? Good game. Did not see it after the trailer. Yeah, I really like this game. I mean, it kind of, for me at least, it meets all of my, like, creative but also survival, like, needs in a game. You know, I've always liked, like, city building games, but I like that I'm playing this essentially in first person. I've heard apparently some people talking about maybe Manor Lords doing stuff like that, and I haven't really looked much at what Manor Lords is or going to be or whatever. Just the idea of like building a city but also being able to be in it, and this obviously though is kind of like survival-esque. And it's definitely come a long way, I think, since it was in kind of early development when it was first put up on Steam. Although yesterday I was talking to those people who were in chat talking about the development like map for, you know, post-release. I guess the air update did already come out, and there was a small fall update. So where we're at right now with the game is it looks like the co-op is what they're working on, which is going to be really cool. And hopefully, like, when that comes out, I'd like to try to do some... Oh, I almost started building the walls that I don't want. So yeah, this is where I'm going to actually change the walls. So I could do a stone wall, which takes 1 log and 8 stone, or I could just do, you know, something that's log heavy, but I kind of want to do stone. I'm gonna have to collect a lot of stones or just go. I think I had a bunch. Let me actually change all of these blueprints first, because I don't want to accidentally have to mess one up and have to destroy all of the blueprints that I do. And so it basically, like, you have the option of the different kinds of walls. So obviously just plain walls, walls with windows, and walls with doors. And then the materials. And heat retention and durability are really the things to consider with each wall type. With the wattle walls, you can add daub to them to insulate them. That obviously requires making daub and, you know, some more work. But it's... you know, it is a way to improve the heat retention of the building. I don't think daub adds any durability to it, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. I saw Manor Lords. I really have high expectations for that game. Really looks good in every detail. I need to look into that more because, you know, if it kind of does some of the things that I like about this game, I definitely want to check it out. Right. What was I in here for? Came in here. It's like when you walk into a room and you're like, what did I come in this room for? I'm like that in games when I go into a big inventory. I need a lot of stone, so I'm just gonna throw all of the stone I have in this house. This just... Oh no, I broke my hammer. Need a log for that. This just, like, I don't know, these walls look really cool, the stone walls. So I do like building these houses. I've never been able to make the bigger house though, so I mean I might like that a lot better too. I tend to just do that though when I play this game. I just trade up my house whenever I unlock the next level. Demo is not available anymore for playing, but you should check gameplay videos. I'm sure you'll like it very much. You know what? Okay, now this is ringing a bell because there was one night that in Discord I was talking to a bunch of friends and they were like bothering me. Is this a chest? They were bothering me about this. They were like, download Manor Lords, please. All right, so we had a random chest with, oh, a lot of coins, excellent, and some copper ore. But they were like, download Manor Lords, and I remember that because I was just like, oh, fine. And I went and looked and the demo was actually no longer available for download. I was like, of course, like, that sucks. But obviously I will be able to play it eventually. Sure. I really should build up a bunch of hammers. I can't remember if I unlocked that in the skill tree yet, if I unlocked the ability to, like, or the losing less durability over time with, like, hammers and building tools. But, yeah, Marco, I will definitely check out some gameplay videos probably after the stream today. I tried demo, but all my population starved to death. I think when I very briefly looked at it, what I did think that was that it was something... It looked initially when I very briefly looked at it, it reminded me of Vanished and Farthest Frontier in the way that, like, the city management is, but then it seems like it, you know, you get to sort of, like, you know, be actually in that village as a person, if I am recalling it correctly. One thing that I'm always like cautious of though is that, so I played Banished years ago and it felt like a ton of games came out that were just basically Banished but with different like themes and settings. Farthest Frontier came out and it felt like it was a bit better than Banished. Like it improved on that sort of style of game. And then there's another game that was like kind of post-apocalypse, but it's the same sort of concept. But Manor Lords did look different from that, so I am curious to see how that goes. So let's logs in. Did use up all the stone I had, so I'll go find more stone. I feel like sometimes I find a section of just a ton of stone. And I know that I could technically take a pickaxe and go to like one of the pickaxeable areas. But you don't get a ton of stone from that either. It's not like each little like vein of stone gives you a ton. It's like 4 or 5 stone. True, really unique game. I think it will set new standards, and it's not some big company, it's from one developer. See, that's what I really like. I like when you get small developers. I don't know, it just feels like the games are, you know, not just trying to be like the same as other games. There's like, you know, some one person with a vision, even if it's a small team, then they make something really cool. They're really devoted to it. That's always really nice to see. And that's also too, I feel like people need to be patient. Like the trade-off is, okay, you're going with a small, you're you know, waiting on a game that's being made by a small developer. It's going to take longer. You're probably going to see a lot of bugs in the early access stuff. But the trade-off is that, you know, that person's going to stay working on that game for a long time. They're really committed to it. You know, you don't have to worry about like big like shakeups, like company shakeups happening like with the development team that are going to affect the game, unless the person just decides to stop making it. Can you have like knights in Medieval Dynasty? I don't think so. Because I think that it almost feels like Medieval Dynasty is intended to be kind of like, you know, okay, this is a medieval setting. There's a king, there's knights in the world, but like you're not necessarily involved in that sort of level of like of thing. Like you're not really into or interested in that. You're just kind of, you know, building up a small settlement, you know, in this kind of relatively peaceful area of the countryside. At least that's kind of my interpretation of it. It doesn't seem like they're like, that was the thing I think I said yesterday, is that with you know, knights and wars and stuff, you don't really see that, but it's also because this land is like ruled by like this one king. It's not like you're in a land that's like heavily contested. You don't have armies rushing through. You have bandits and stuff, so I think that's kind of why they don't have stuff like that. It is getting dark, and that's why I'm not finding stone, because I just can't see it that well. So, a friend here is hanging out.
How is life treating you?
I forgot that you can just, I mean, you can just look at a map and see where there are quests, but your villagers will also tell you stuff. Small talk. What's on your mind lately? This guy likes some variety, I guess. I kind of feel bad that there's like no area where these guys can like hang out and actually like see each other at night. It's just very dark and kind of creepy. Bandits are good too. They will probably have gold. They will. I've encountered bandits a couple times, but only once have I actually like seen them before they saw me and was able to like take on a bandit camp. But they are cool. Oh, I need to drink water. And I should probably eat in time as well. Carrots, and then I have roasted meat. I should take a look at our hunter and the hunting lodge and see how that work is going. Okay, so we have... Okay, so it looks like it almost does double. So 22 per day. I'm going to lower that to 25%, and I'm going to up this by 5%. So that's a little bit closer. I don't like to have the work intensity all the way up to 100%, because I think that that does impact their happiness. And then that'll leave a little meat left over, I guess. Gameplay trailer has the game from one of my favorite movies, Kingdom of Heaven. Really nice music as the music. That's cool. Alright, so... rocks. Just gonna kind of go up, I guess, into it. If I do find a spot that has, like the stone areas that I can chisel away at with a pickaxe, I guess I could try to do that. I do need to at some point make a wash basins just so I can like properly clean instead of having to run into the river. It's not really a big deal for me. Collected from that chest. A boar over here. A lot of stone up in the area. One thing I don't know, because I've never really gotten this far, like I've never really done a bunch with like blacksmithing, but I know at some point I'll need my villagers to excavate, and I don't know if that's heavily based on like how close you are to like the caves that have certain materials. I don't think there are any caves nearby. MJ, hello, how's it going? Hey MJ, how are you? I'm doing pretty good today. Having some fun. Dynasty. And I'm actually super excited. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I should... I might as well do the wooden tile roof, because if I'm gonna put in the effort to increase heat retention, I might as well just do that with the whole house. Yeah, no, like we're talking about like co-op and stuff. Okay, I'm excited about this game because it's one of those things like you hear about stuff like that and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait a couple years, but I guess that's supposed to come beginning of 2023. Okay, so I'm gonna need logs and I'm gonna need planks. So that shouldn't be too bad. I imagine I'll have some planks already in here from my lumberjack. 12 planks, awesome. And I'm gonna take this here. She is doing really great on firewood. I actually think I can slow her down on the firewood thing because we don't need that much firewood. It's at 15. Like, I feel like 4 a day for the like few houses that I have so far. Fine. 40. I'm gonna sticks, I feel like, because I can collect a lot of those. And I actually do have a skill point in hunting. I have 2 skill points. Okay. So let's see. 10% lower stamina consumption during movement. 10% less damage received. Faster movement in water. Temperature tolerance. I don't really care about seeing this in inspector mode because I feel like it's just easy for me to find a lot of that stuff already. Let's increase my temperature tolerance because winter is coming next season, so. So let's waltz over to this house and actually just, I really want to hunt that moose. It's like hanging out over there. I might do that like next. Saxon Viking, RK Raid. Oh, hey Saxon, hey Gertrude. How are you guys doing? Oh boy, here we go. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing so I don't like build the wrong thing. Ray Kit, you're awesome. I'm gonna say hi to everybody, but it might take me a minute. So let's see. Okay, Crash. Smash that like button, guys. Pump this channel up. Thank you so much. Tex, Waynard, Ravensteer, Techablade, Rian, hey again. Let's see. Ray Kit, S. Matthews, Escaping Ordinary, Azza, Ward's Pose, Paul Conquest, Foundry Rat, Crash again, waving. Thank you. Marco, Yokai. Who else is here? Drago, Furball. Thank you guys for stopping in. It is good to see you all. Okay, I got one sound for like several people all at once. Oh, we're just gonna get a bunch of these probably right in a row. I'm just gonna like read through them. Caleb, thank you for the sub. Crash, Foundry Rat, Escaping Ordinary, Tekka, Yokai. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm gonna try not to completely stop what I'm doing, so you guys aren't just hopping in here and I'm just kind of sitting around doing nothing. I think my chat is also bugging out a little bit in Streamlabs, so I can't, it's not updating fast enough. Oh my gosh, Rian, you're right. 200 subs incoming. I'm probably gonna pass my goal, which was a goal for the end of the month. Thank you guys. Am I past 200? Akiri SK, thank you for subscribing, guys. Awesome. I've been like really low-key all day and talking like very like slowly and calmly because I still have this like terrible cough that actually comes up whenever I talk. So now I'm triggering that a little bit. Crash, no problem. I'll keep going. We've shown some of that streamer love. Oh, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. It's 2:03 now? That's awesome. You guys are insane. Thank you. Need more planks. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I can't believe that. I'm gonna have to update my subscriber goal in a second. I'll take a look actually on my phone. Oh my gosh, 205 subs. Thank you guys. Jeroen, thank you for the sub. Lars, if I butcher anybody's name or mispronounce it wrong, you can correct me. Thank you guys so much. Okay. What was I doing? I was coming here to make planks, but she's kind of in my way, so I'm gonna have her move. Saxon Viking, 500 next. Let's go. All right, I will do that. Let me actually make the planks. I'm gonna have to get more logs, but let me update my subscriber goal. It's actually like not gonna let me. There we go. Okay, so I'll set my next subscriber goal at 500. Dirty Meds, thank you for the sub. There we go. I realize that's also kind of in a weird spot with, I'm gonna put that up at the very top right now, because it kind of overlays the punch and the block key that's like on the screen. Thank you guys so much. You like made my day. That is absolutely amazing. Now I need to like work really hard and get this house built so I can like do more things in the game. Saxon Viking, really hope you get well soon, Grimalkin. Thank you so much. I've just like had this lingering post-COVID cough and it just doesn't want to go away. You can obviously hear it in my voice. I do not sound like this normally. And Reiki, if you're still in here, thank you so much. You are the sweetest. Oh, what? Okay, that didn't fall on me at all. There's no way. I don't understand what just happened there. I'm way over encumbered though. I gotta get back down here. I think the log landed on my toe, so that's why that happened. I've had the tree like straight up fall on me before, and so what usually happens is like you get completely knocked down, right? The tree hits you. You take a decent amount of damage. I did take a chunk of damage actually. That looks like it took me down by like probably like 15-20%. One thing about this game though is like I didn't break a foot. Like I didn't break anything. Like there's no like, you know, oh you get injured and there's a specific injury. It's not that level of survival, but I feel like that could kind of be cool. That would be more of like a hardcore mode if you had like specific injuries you had to tend to. But again, we're like also talking about like medieval times. And the outcome of some of those injuries probably would just be death. Crash. Well, that's an interesting mechanic, getting KO'd by a tree. Yeah. Yeah, it usually doesn't like bug out like that where like it doesn't really hit you and you get knocked down, but I guess something, I must have just like been too close or something. There it is, like I'm dirty and I never noticed this before, but you can see on my face how dirty I am, and there's like some dirt on my shirt. I need to go swim in the river. Alright, so I've got a bunch of planks now. Let me go try to finish this roof. I do have to remember that, like, next time I get to Denica, I need to try to save up money and buy a pouch to add to my carry weight, because I have the backpack, but I don't really need, or I don't have anything in the pouch slot, and that would be super helpful. I'll just need planks. I don't need any more logs. I think actually I probably need logs on the inside, and I need 3 logs for that. What do I have that's weighing me down? Because I'm over encumbered. Oh, it's the stone, of course, like usual. Steve Adeptus, hi Grim. Hey Steve, how are you doing? Thank you guys for stopping in. And like, thank you all again, if any of you are still here, for subscribing and liking the video or the stream. I really appreciate it so much. Put all those stones in, since I'm not really, I don't even need this many sticks on me, to be honest. Okay, so Our lumberjack has been, you know, slowly populating storage with stuff, so I can use all of that. I want to leave 3 logs for the inside. Let's do 4. 3 in pleasure. You guys are awesome. I feel like with the 500 subscriber goal, like I should also set sort of like a thing that I'll do if I hit 500 subscribers. Like I feel like that would be a good idea, but I don't really know what I want to do with that. I'll have to like think about it and get some ideas. Gosh, no problem. Perfect timing. Hopping on a stream to see a character get KO'd by a tree. I haven't seen that anywhere. Yeah, it is really funny. It's also really funny when it happens and, like, you know, you basically were just standing in the wrong place or you weren't paying attention. Like, it does get kind of amusing. I think that really only happens with the trees because, or like, I guess falling too. So if you fall from a great distance, I think you also kind of like collapse and get knocked out. I feel like I'm probably making my, let's log in. I'm probably making my lumberjack mad because I just keep taking the logs from storage and doing stuff with them on my own instead of just like going out and finding my own logs. This house is going to be amazing. This is going to be my house, like for now. Because I'm putting all this work into it, I feel like I need to keep it. Alright, let's not do that again. Get crushed. Stone. If I do find another axe and I don't feel compelled to sell it, I will probably keep it. Because the better axes are nicer. See, that there felt dangerous with all the logs falling. I can't remember, but I wonder if being like supremely dirty affects your health. Like if at a certain point, if you get to like the highest level of dirtiness, you start getting like sick or something. Like I feel like that would make sense. Because otherwise what incentive is there? I mean, I know, so in this game, if you are super dirty and you are trying to flirt with one of the villagers, it will tell you like you're too dirty to do that. So there is an incentive there, but otherwise I don't really see any incentive to stay clean. In this game, of course. Not, like, in general. Hey there. You need to stop working. Gosh, haha, yeah, tell your character, wash your pits, you stink. I mean, he basically does right now. Like, look how dirty he is. You could see it all over his face. The thing is, I don't have a wash basin yet, so what I need to do is just walk into the river for a little bit. Which is the same thing, I guess. And I leveled up extraction. Let me just go do that. So, like, here's just for comparison, you can see the level of dirt on his face, clothes. I'm just gonna jump in the river. Okay, so that goes away, and I'm clean now. I haven't even dunked my head under the water, but my face is suddenly clean. Let's see if I can finish this. This does take a lot of resources. Like, if I think... I mean, obviously there's other jobs I have for my villagers, but, like, if I want to expand my village, like, it would be nice to eventually have another woodshed and another lumberjack, because I think the woodshed only allows one person per... for that woodshed. So, like, if I go over to management, and I look at buildings, woodshed, it's 1 out of 1. Yeah, so I can only have 1 lumberjack per woodshed, but I guess too, if Agnes levels up her skills, like, she'll be a better lumberjack. For the hunting lodge tool, I could have sworn I already made a knife, but I guess I didn't. I must have. I just... I mean, maybe the hunter went through that knife really quickly. Stone. I think I did have a ton of stone I put in storage, but sometimes I'm just too lazy to go into storage. That's a pretty cool mechanic in the game. Yeah, I think that's... I think it's good. I'm glad that they actually also have a visual attached to it, right? Like, the dirtiness. I think that helps with, like, you know, any game with, like, immersion and stuff. Do you control more than one character in the game, or is it one player does all? So basically, this is my character, and you play as a character named Rasimir. So, like, your character, it's not, like, customizable or anything. This is the guy, because he's attached to the story, and there's, like, story quests and stuff. And so you play as Rasimir, and you slowly invite people from who are basically kind of hanging around these other settlements who don't really have a place to live. You slowly build up your settlement and you invite them, and now you can't control those characters, but what you do under this management tab is, like, each character, you assign them a house, you assign them a job at a particular building, and you basically can manage the assignments. You know, so I've, like, that's basically what I can do for this character, but I can also go in here to that person's workplace and adjust things like what percentage of time the people at this building are focusing on getting logs. What percentage of time are they getting sticks, firewood, planks? I have to provide tools for them. I have to provide food, either by me hunting or gathering or farming, or by, like, my other, you know, villagers basically doing that for me. I only have 2 other villagers with me right now, because you also don't want to go too fast and then have a bunch of people that you can't provide for early on in the beginning. Okay, let's see if she has 4 planks here. Let me just craft that stone knife. I'm gonna do all 4. And we will just throw them all in there so that the people at the hunting lodge can grab them when they are broken. Sounds like you're running a business. Be that boss, put him to work. Yeah, it is kind of like that a little bit. You know, it's a combination of survival and city management and you know, crafting and stuff like that. But there's also a bunch of quests, which right now I'm just trying to get this building done so I can bring in more people to my settlement. All right, so I've got. Oh, that's it. Did I actually put those stone knives in there? No, I didn't. I just kept them all. That doesn't help. Weirdly enough, the tool for the hunting lodge is stone knife and not the bow. And I can't remember if I put the bow in here, if they'll use the bow, the arrows, or if they just still use the knife. So I have one piece left over here. And my hammer just broke. Why not? Alright. I'm gonna actually go and check my skills because I know I leveled up something. Extraction. Let's see. Slow durability, loss of axes. Experience. I don't know if it was this one that has the hammer thing. Axes and shovels. Increasing carry weight. Sources. No, it's not in this one, but I am going to increase my carry weight because I think that's always useful. And then I did unlock a new technology, I think. I can do the excavation shed now. We're still... Oh, and I can make the kitchen now, too. Some sticks. You know, I am going to start using more arrows, so maybe I will hunt this moose with my spear just to kind of use my spears up. I think I have 3 spear on me. I think I just missed that one. If I recall, I saw the spear pull off. Oh, that one's running far. I don't really want to chase him down. I also don't want to, like, have wasted that spear. This deer is just gonna take... Spear's here somewhere. Oh well. It was just bad. Poor aiming on my part. If I can get a headshot on this one. If I can get a headshot on this one. Apparently, that was not enough. Oh boy. Now, I have this boar charging me. They will do a lot of damage to you. But luckily with the knife, I'm pretty good. Like, you know, a couple hits and you take them down before they, like, mortally wound you. Alright, so I got a boar, moose. What I will do, too, is I will dry these in the hunting lodge so the meat lasts longer, and then I can put that in food storage for my villagers. I also just broke my knife. Probably grab one from the few that I put already in storage. What I will do first, though, is we're going to dry the meat first. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to get some water before I die. So once you basically hit 0 on water or food, your health will start going down. And that's never good. Okay. Now we're gonna dry. This is the drying rack over here. Yeah, drying does take a little while. I think you can speed up the process for certain buildings, like how long it takes you to actually like do things in those buildings with skill points. But for right now, I mean, this is a pretty dull process. It's taking about 5 seconds per dried meat, and I have 28 I need to do. But this lasts a lot longer than roasting, which goes a little bit. Dodgy Dragon. Hello, Grimalkin. Hey, Dodgy. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. So long. I mean, like, you know, the sun has basically gone down while doing this, but I feel like what they should do for the dried meat, it would make a lot more sense for you to be able to like just put the meat in there and then it be like ready. Like maybe there be like a certain amount of space that the dry meat rack has, so you can put up to say 20 pieces of meat or something, or 40 pieces of meat. And leave it there, because that's, you know, that's how meat dries, and like time would be the only thing that would really work there rather than having this mechanic in. But I guess it is what it is. Crash, I like the mechanics of the game. How long has it been out? So I don't know I think it came out, I think the beginning of 2020 maybe. It came out in early access. And then I think it was the beginning of this year, or earlier this year, it came out of early access into like full release. And then they've sort of established like a new kind of post-release developer timeline. So in the past year, after the full release patch came out, they basically added a couple other things. They added like an air update, because having a child in this game basically means that you can then have the ability to play after your character dies. So you have an heir, and then you play as that heir. And so that's something that is really cool about this game. But they just added an heir update to give there a lot more quests and like a lot more stuff to do with like your child, I guess. Still have to put the hammer back. So it's been out for a while, but it's not been, you know, they've added a lot of stuff in the past like couple years. Steve, somehow this game flew under my radar. I feel like yeah, this is like a weird one, because like it was in early access, but I don't think it got a lot of attention, and I could tell like why. I think like by like just the mods alone. Like I was talking to this to people about this yesterday, that like when I looked at the mods, there's not many for this game, and I feel like that's not just because the mod support hasn't been there for as long, but also just because it hasn't been like this hugely popular game. But it's popular with the people who like this kind of thing, I think. So I don't know. Let's grab these planks. Let's grab this log. Daji, don't go correcting grammar. This is a, I was about to say a grammar-free chat, but that doesn't make sense. It's also ironic because I was an English professor for several years, and I should care, but I don't care. about grammar as much. At least not in stream. Okay, so this house is done, and I like it so much better than my tiny little house over here. I'm gonna take everything I can out of the inventory. If I had anything left, which I don't. Yeah, I just had the potion of night vision. And what I can do now is go to... I don't think there. I mean, I might be able to in the management menu, but there's a little sign on every house that you can use to manage that house. So, let me just sign my up from here. Okay, so assigned to player, so I'm going to make this my house now. It looks like the condition of the other houses actually does need to be addressed. Like, I have to do some repairs to it. I also noticed, I never looked at this really, but like, so you basically, every spring in this game, you have to pay taxes, and the amount of taxes you pay is dependent on, I think, the number of villagers and the number of buildings, or maybe it's just the number of buildings. So like the simple house is a nicer building. You pay 10 coins in tax. There's tax for each of these other buildings. So that's ultimately how that's calculated. Okay, we have another skill point, and this is in production. And this is where I want to adjust the durability loss of hammers, because I feel like I'm going through hammers left and right. I'm not correcting anyone's but mine. Don't correct yours either. No grammar correction. I find that there are more people slowly switching to games like these. You have to put the work in, and you appreciate it more. I like that about this game. Like, I like having to do some significant work. You know, to see progress. I think that's cool. Let's have some dried meat to eat, or let me actually eat some of my roasted meat. So the good thing though is, up at the top you'll see the season, like, I almost went to point at the screen and realized that's not going to be helpful to everybody. But the season is about to change. There's that little white arrow on the far right of the little season thing, and so that just means that the season's about to change, and when the season changes, all your stats go up to 100, including health. And I can also do stuff like get things to rot so that I can save some of that. I think I'm honestly just gonna do that with the mushrooms, and I'll take like, I'm gonna take 20 carrots. And the reason for this is eventually I can use the rot to make fertilizer, and I want to kind of take a little bit of my harvest each season if I can. So I'm gonna actually just drop all of this. I didn't mean to eat that. Drop it on the road right here. Take that roast meat because it's kind of slowly degrading anyway. And I'm going to drop that too. Okay, so all that is going to go there, and that'll be rot once the season changes. I'm just putting it there because it's in front of the food storage. I won't lie, I normally type and hit enter and don't even check if there's mistakes. Then I'll go back and rewrite and be like, what the fuck? No wonder people don't understand me. So it's funny because I think that's also worse too with like things like YouTube mobile. Like if you're ever on your phone too, YouTube mobile's weird. Like you can't even get like the autofill for like people's names. That's what I always have a hard time with. Actually light this fire in here and we can see like this nice little house I have. Now I can decorate in all of the houses. So if I hit this like E button, if I want to add a wall decoration, I can do that, which I actually have a moose skull in my inventory from hunting the moose, but I don't have this particular thing unlocked. So you have to unlock schemes for pretty much everything. But yeah, and so I can actually decorate the inside of the house eventually. the composting mechanic isn't really... Yeah, so it's not like composting where you have like a composter or a place to put it. At least not that I know of. There might be something like that that I'm just not aware of. But you can just throw stuff on the ground in a spot and like let it rot over the season transition and then just grab the rot. Okay, so a traveling merchant is visiting your settlement. He presents you his wares and tells stories about faraway lands he saw. For a proper price, he can teach you a few tricks about haggling. So I don't want to spend money right now because I do want to save the money for things that I need. If I did, and I don't even have 200 coins, I have 119, but I could gain diplomacy skill level by paying 200 coins. If I had really high diplomacy skill level, I could choose this option, show him that you know more. And I think you still have the option to like gain, but I'm going to decline politely because I don't really have the money. I don't need a lesson right now. I'm good. Traveling merchant. Steve Adeptus. Yeah, I'm definitely not an instant gratification gamer. I need depth. The more the better. Yeah, and like, you know, there's games I play that I get that instant gratification from, but for games like that I want to spend a lot of time on, I definitely, you know, I like there to be a lot of depth to what I'm doing if I can find that. This guy's got a side quest for me. Can I help you with something? I might need your help. I'm about to go hunting, but still lack some equipment. Will you get it for me? Sure. So I'm curious what equipment he actually wants. Time to hunt. I need to give him 2 wooden spears, so that means I need 2 logs. Add up. And I'm trying to remember, I think it's carrot seeds I can plant in the winter, so I can do a little bit of farming before I head to the village and kind of seek out like what it is that I was doing with the main quests. I left logs lying around, so this is easy. Craft 2 spears. Especially if it's my own villagers, like doing quests like this, it's easy. You get either dynasty reputation. I got 3 meat, 100, see, okay, I got 125 coins out of that quest. 3 meat plus some dynasty reputation. All of that is fantastic. Let's go grab the stuff that should have rotted. Yep, so I can take rot. And you're actually supposed to store the rot in the food storage. I think I have some in resource storage, so I'm going to actually move that so I don't get disorganized. And I'm just looking in here to see if there's anything here that I think I'd want to sell. I might sell the moose skull because for right now, I don't really have anything I can do with it. And that's 20 coins, so that's worth it. And we still want to get the rest of the wheat grain so that I can we can get the wheat grain so I can finish that quest, and then I can kind of proceed with whatever farming stuff I'm able to do during the winter. I would like to build a barn, but right now I'm really trying to get more people into my settlement just so that I have the option and the ability to have workers. Automate some things. Heavy. Unnecessary in storage. Shovel away because I don't like that. Put away the leather and the feathers. What I also do, I think, is see what I need to do to craft the. So to make stone arrows, I need sticks, stones, and feathers. So actually, let me go back, and that way it's so easy to see in the winter. Like, you could see, you know, really far into the woods. I could just hunt on my way to and from every place I'm going. It's kind of being a random amount. So I don't need it, but I do want to make sure that I have a hunt with. This is gonna get me 40 arrows. Okay, so I have arrows, I have a bow. Let me actually put the bow in slot. One thing I don't have though is a knife. I need skin the animals I hunt. There's one of my spears. Are there times where you have to defend your settlement from bandits? I don't think that there is a raiding system. And I say that because, like, I feel like I should know whether or not there is, and I really should look that up. I don't think that there is a raid system. There are bandits that are a threat to you. Like, if I'm... And that's the thing. Bandit camps will kind of... Each season, there's a chance for them to spawn somewhere. And, you know, if you don't see them, you can get, you know, taken out pretty easily on the road if a bunch of them come up behind you. Otherwise, if you see the camp, which usually it kind of has, like, some fortifications around it, there's usually, like, 3 or 4 bandits that you have to fight. It is good to have a bow or a crossbow, because... I thought I saw, like, a... it is really good to have some kind of ranged weapon to try to take them out before they get to you, because, I mean, if you have a few of them, a couple hits from one of the bandits will take you down. And speaking of that, reminds me that I really need to do save, because I haven't been consciously saving. Still some bunnies around. I don't really have to hunt bunnies at the moment. Badger up. Lots of clay over here. I don't know what I will, I don't know if I'll need clay at any point soon. What I do want to do is actually look at the journal. So I can talk to Alwyn now, because it's been more than a day. And Unigos wants me to talk to Sambor. I still also want to get the wheat grain. What about interacting with other players, or is it a single player game? So that is one of the things. It is a single player game right now. They are working on co-op, and it's slated to come out in 2023. I don't know if that's the beginning of 2023 or if that's further along. But co-op is coming to the game. It's not, you know, open multiplayer. Like, I think it's, you know, co-op in the sense that you can, like, you know, join friends' games. But they've kind of kept their promises, it seems like, for their, like, timeline for development. So I wouldn't be surprised if it, you know, if it stays on schedule and we get it in the beginning of 2023. I don't think they've talked about, like, what co-op will look like, how it'll work, but I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to be cool. My hoe is broken. Oh no, the horror. Do not laugh, it's important to me. Fine, then how can I help you? Well, I've already ordered a new one from Falibor, a craftsman from the village on the other side of the river north of here. He's my father's old friend. I was told by Papa that Falibor eventually gave up blacksmithing when he got older due to his back pain issues. However, he still occasionally helps fix tools with local field workers. I haven't picked up the hoe yet because I had a lot of work. Sure, I'll be happy to help you. So he's giving me coins to pay Falibor for his hoe. I am gonna try to remember right now to get the wheat grain from Edwin.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
Try to remind myself of what I brought with me that I can sell. I don't think I have much, so let's hope. I mean, I have more coins because, you know, to pay Falibor, but we need wheat grain. So we're gonna do 15. Have enough for that.
Goodbye.
Okay, so I've... Audio's being like really weird in this game though. I don't know what's going on. Looks like there is...
Welcome. It was nice seeing you.
somebody with a quest.
Hello, traveler.
Once. I need help from a strong man. I will pay for it. Consider me interested. I have to feed my family, but the food went missing. I have coins, but no time. That shouldn't be hard. I'll be right back. Let's see what she actually wants. Hope it's nothing crazy. It'll expire the end of the season, so I have full winter to do it. 6 meat and 3 fish meat. Honestly, I feel like I could get the meat, but the fish meat, I don't have fishing tools right now. What is the reward for that? So let's see. It's going to be 60 coins and 90 dynasty reputation. So let me see what it actually is going to cost me to buy all of that.
Hello, traveler. Whatever you need, I've got it.
So 5 for the fish meat. I'll buy the 3 fish meat.
Traveler,
And then
have a good
I'll
day.
just hunt for the other meat. And then just kind of looking at the farm quest, it looks like I basically have to grub up the field, which is kind of the first thing you have to do in the field before you plant anything. Fertilize the field, plow the field, and sow the field. So I'll have to plant something, and I think I can do that with carrots, I'm pretty sure, in winter, so... gonna get from Alwyn, or from Falibor for Alwyn. I do want to obviously get on that other quest that I have, which is figuring out what's going on with the rye delivery. I'll probably try to do that like at the beginning of a day, just because I'll be in my settlement and I can just head up the river. Hello, Alwyn sent me to pick up the hoe he ordered. I assume something bad happened to him, judging by the fact that he had to send someone on his behalf. No, he's just very busy with work. Not that boy, he's capable, but he takes all of his family duties on his shoulders alone. He cannot see how much he limits himself. He's still young and could have achieved a lot more than just work in the field day by day. So I'm not the only one who notices that. If you are friends, maybe you'll be able to talk some sense into him. Do my best. For Alwyn, it's 90 coins. Thank you. Back to him. Wait, one more thing. One hunter is looking for buyers for his bows. Are you interested? Not now, but I'll keep that in mind. Alright, so...
How are you?
Looks like he also has a quest. Or that you call yourself a good hunter, but I bet I'm better than you. What do you say? A friendly competition of hunting. Sure, why not? You've got 5 hours. What do I gotta hunt in 5 hours? I feel like I'm taking on, like, way too many quests, but these are the only ones that have, like, a time limit. So, hunting deer and rabbit, that's 7. So, that's great, because I need to hunt... I can easily hunt rabbit for the, I can easily hunt rabbit for the other quests, so... Sorry. Whip these. Good. So I'm gonna actually just kind of go into the woods here and see what we've got. Spotted rabbit. always hit the wrong button for that. So inspector mode, I can't see the animals and track them in inspector mode yet. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I'm... arrows. I feel like I'm way better with the spear because I use the spear more often. I lose an arrow. It's the rabbit, I think. Like, rabbits are generally, like, with the spear or whatever, like, they're one hit kills. No matter what weapon you have. The other thing, too, about, like, rabbits is that you can actually run faster than them. So you can technically... over here. Not rabbits and deer. See a box over here. Oh, there's deer over that way. Don't... they're aggressive enough that they'll attack me if I have enough. See, if you do a headshot, you're good usually. And I think I can usually get the arrows back from... oh, I got a deer still, too. Interesting. Usually you can get the arrows back, but if they're better arrows, that's more likely. Did I just hit that other deer? I think I did. Hunting one deer, and I hit the other one, which isn't terrible. Kind of reminds me when I was like learning how to drive before I took my driving test to driving school. I was mother was teaching me how to drive and how to back into a parking space, and she was like, all right, just pick a parking space and, you know, aim for it and back in. So I did, and she was like, wow, that was incredible. Like, I backed into the space like I was aiming for the spot like 2 over. She told me never to admit that. Should have just gone with it. Yeah, as long as I get kill. Good. I just don't like wasting arrows. Ooh, man, that stag is flipping out. Alright, so for that quest, I have 66 meat now. God damn. I just need to do 3 more. I just need to do 3 more rabbit or deer for that quest. I kind of want to get that done and over with. A bunch of fox around here. Lynx. I don't have any need to hunt the lynx. I have plenty of meat, and I don't actually want to get over encumbered with too much meat. Do I still have a spear? I do, actually. I kind of want to use this. One hit. Yeah, the lynx do get scared and they run away, so I don't It's just they're kind of weird. Like they when you go near the lynx, it almost looks like they're stalking you when your like back is turned. So, yeah, a couple more rabbits in the woods. Nice shot, thank you. It's much better than my attempt at hunting yesterday. I just kept missing the hawks or whatever. Crash, good luck on the stream and the missions. Hope you hit 500 sub goal. I'll try to drop in for the next one, or at least drop a like to show the channel some support. Thank you, Crash. I really appreciate it. It was great having you here. Hey, fox. Like, oh, there's a rabbit. See another. So many of them. Oh my gosh. Alright. I can get one of the ones. Okay, so that took out my... Super sticks. That took out my last spear, which is fine. To make another... I said this yesterday, I really don't like hunting the rabbits because I don't like the sound they make. I'm not a hunting type person in real life either. Back this so I can see. So I just need a rabbit right there. That when it hit. Okay, so that was enough for the quest. And I have so much meat right now. I am all set as far as the other quest. And I need to bring Alwyn's stuff back. Where am I now? Oh, I'm like really far. Get all the way over to board. What I think I'm gonna do when I get over to Fallowboard just to turn in this quest, what I'll do is I'm gonna take a quick break. I actually made my husband some butternut squash soup before, and I didn't have time to eat any, so I'm gonna have like a 2-second like taste of that, I think. Alright, I did it. Right, you won, you were better than me. Maybe some reward for a champion? Don't push it. Fine, here, this is for you. I got 30 coins and some dynasty reputation. Alright. Let me save this. Try to keep remembering to save. I'm going to keep this here so it's paused. And I will be right back. am back. Didn't realize I left my, well, I shouldn't say I didn't realize I left the soup on the stove on low heat because it did need to thicken up a little bit, but I figured it would just keep it warm. It thickened up a lot, and it's actually really good. It's more of a bisque, I guess. Call it. Daddy PC Gamer. I was gone way longer than expected, but I'm finally back. Welcome back. You did miss my hunting spree. I have so much meat right now. I have 72 meat in my inventory, 12 leather, 6 fur. Not a bunch of those, but I got 2 deer skull, actually. Like, that's more stuff that I can actually sell, which is cool. Crispy Duck, I got a scoot. Enjoy the rest of the stream. All the best for the 500 goal. Hope to catch you soon. Thank you so much, Crispy Duck. Glad you were here hanging out, and I'm glad you were having a good time. All right. So just going over to the journal. I do have to talk to Sambor. I'm not going to do that right away. I hate running up over to Sambor's. He's just so out of the way. I will track this quest to go to Alwyn, and then I have to go back to Attilia. I love the animal skulls in game can make house decor out of them. I know, I don't have any of that unlocked yet, so I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm thinking of like just selling them in the meantime, or just, I guess I could save them too. They don't sell for much. While I'm here, I'm gonna stop at the river to get some water to drink. I think I might actually, like, temporarily shift my hunting lodge worker from hunting to mostly just drying meat, because I have so much that needs to be dried. Okay, so let's go find Alwyn first. I think he's going to be up in the fields working, as seems to be the case with him. Speaking of selling, you know, you can steal stuff without it affecting your dynasty reputation, then sell it in a different village for extra money. I do know that. I think it's really just if they see you or something, your dynasty reputation is affected. But if they don't, then you're fine. I'm back. Here's your hoe. Belibor even sold it cheaper for you. Oh, that's very kind of him. Keep the coin. You helped me on more than one occasion. You deserve it, friend. We talked a bit. You mentioned that some hunter he knew was looking for buyers for his bows. Really? What? Are you interested? I don't know. I've never even shot a bow. I guess I wouldn't be good at it anyway. Trying is better than doing nothing, don't you think? You have a completely different approach to life than I do, but you may be right. I will have to think this out. Alright. Looks like we're really trying to get Alwyn to get into hunting. Let's track this, because I can't find her by, like, sight. Attilia. And I just have to give her the fish meat that I bought, and then the meat that I sold. Honestly, I could sell a bunch of the meat, too. That was a lot that I got from that hunt. Okay, so I got 60 coin from her. Dynasty reputation. I am dirty, apparently. Alwyn's story, I gotta wait for the next season. Unigoth's story is still talking to Sambor. Right now, I think I'll go back and work on that. But I have space now that I can actually invite some more people to live in my settlement. So let's see what Harold.
Be welcomed, stranger.
Oh, actually, Daddy, I don't think you were here, but you were right. I can look at these people and see their skills. So Bogna is definitely a farmer.
How are you?
So I think I might invite her. So I'm gonna need farmers. Heyo, Rogue! How are you doing? Daddy PC Gamer. If you go to a village at night and wait till the torchwalkers aren't nearby, you can steal without being seen. Easy money and easy planks too. Oh my gosh, I could have an entire career as a thief in this game. Rogator, of course you find a way to steal everything, Daddy. Alright, so let's... What am I doing? Lost my train of thought. Oh, I have tons of meat. Sell for 3 apiece. I have 301 silver right now, so I think I'm okay. I just got that one woman, Bagna. I don't have enough space to bring another woman to the village unless I build another house, which is fine. I think I can also start like looking. Actually, let me sign this. I can start looking at other villages. I am gonna have to go to Rolnika. That'll be a new group of people. All right, Bagna needs a house, simple small house, accepts. And then I don't have a barn actually to give her a job. So, I think what I'll probably do in the meantime is maybe I'll just set her to work as a craftsman right now. She has really low production, but I need to build a barn to make her a farmer. So, and then what I'll do is I will have her build buckets right now. Because I need more buckets if I'm going to have more houses so that people can have water. Bring this up to at least like 1 a day. That's fine. I'm offended that you think I'm a thief. How dare you call me on my shit. And I'm glad the focus mode worked for skills. Yeah, that is super helpful. Instead of me just like talking to them and finding out. I mean, talking to them is also important to find out like what they're interested in, though, right? Because obviously they have preferences. It seems, and I imagine like the ones that say that they're not interested in hunting, like if you make them a hunter, they're going to be really unhappy. I need to get back and make a bucket of water though, because it's gonna take her a while, and this woman needs water in her house. I have him auto run for a second because I'm gonna have butternut squash. It's so good. It's so hot though. I like went to the store with the intention of getting ingredients for beef stew. And got that. There's like butternut squash. Oh, that like burned my throat. I feel like that's good though, because I still have this cough. I remember if I put an empty bucket in here. There is a bucket of water though, so that can actually go straight to the resource storage. No, actually that goes to food storage. She'll take it from there. Everybody is just out and hang. Okay, so alright, so I need to grub up the field. Oh, you know what's such a pain is I can't do it because I've already grubbed up. Oh, wait, I could do this one thing and that'll qualify for the quest. Alright, field is fully grubbed up. Now I need to fertilize. But I have to actually go get the fertilizer from storage. I'm not gonna have enough fertilizer to full field right now. I do need the barn in order to be able to turn the rot that I have into fertilizer. But I can at least do what I need to do. Quest and also get some stuff planted. Spring. I don't know, all the characters are talking about Alwyn being like a workaholic basically, but I feel like I'm the one out here at like mid. made it in the fertilizing. Out of that. Plow. Alright. Cloud. That looks so satisfying too. Just like the dark, like, soil. And then I need to sow the field. So let me see what seeds I have. I did unlock animal husbandry. Because I now have the ability to... I have no idea, like, anything about that. And I don't want to buy a, like, a animal. Let them die. Let me put the skull. Found like. Alright, wheat grain I can sow in autumn, so I can't sow that right. Carrot seeds. Spring or winter. Okay, I can have a ton of carrot seeds. I just need 15. That's all I have space for right now. Oh no, my bag broke. I just need leather to make another bag. Oh, okay. Just so you know, your mic keeps cutting in and out. I don't know if it's because of how you have it positioned or what. It could be that I was a little farther from it. Or I'm getting too loud. I don't know. Tell me if it keeps happening. So I'm seeing it getting kind of loud, and I'm wondering if it's like right at the end of words, it'll cut things short and end up cutting random words out. Still doing that? I'm just adjusting it slightly. It should be okay now. But if it's not, just let me know. I'm going to create this bag so that I can continue with the planting. Unless I like look at it close, I can't actually tell where I've done it. Yeah, I think what was happening is I was actually getting too loud and it was like cutting out or something. Carrot seeds are planted. Okay, so we're gonna sleep. Keep forgetting that my house is over here. Stay. Let's put the meat away, because I realize I still have that on me. And then I'm going to adjust the... Hunter's job tasks right now so that Enchantment, hunting lodge. Like, we have so much right now. I'm gonna just put this down to 10%. Let's put that up to 55%. Again, don't want to overwork my I don't want to overwork my hunters. Any of my villagers for that matter. These, like, so I think it's because I have this on easy mode, but the temperature would normally be affecting me, and it's not. So I actually do need some food. I'm gonna take some from the that is like more degraded. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So the next part of the quest is actually constructing a barn, and I do want that obviously because I want to be able to barn things. Have workers be either barn workers or farmers. So let's see. Farming, barn. I'm gonna put it over here. It's not like right up against the fields, but I feel like this is a good spot. Kind of an empty spot we have right here. Grab some stone. Some other resources from in here. We have so much firewood built up, which is really great. All the love. And I take a deep sticks. All the sticks. The fog really makes it kind of weird. Like I can't see the river at all. Barn isn't as, like, I guess resource heavy as like the resource storage. Like that takes a lot of materials to build. This one's a little bit, you can see like the building, it is tinier. Still takes a lot though, a lot of logs. Actually, after I build this, I am gonna move the person I assigned to the workshop. I am gonna move her to the barn. And I think I'll set her to work on fertilizer for the rest of the season. It's actually kind of a common thing, I think, with a lot of people who play this game, is that, you know, beginning of the season, just kind of go through all of your professions, the active professions, and just change the tasks, because like a lot of the tasks do change per season. Farmers aren't going to be planting necessarily as much during the winter. And, you know, herbalists won't be able to actually collect the same kinds of things in the winter. Get my stamina back. So it's good at the beginning of the season just to go through and like change stuff up based on your needs for that season. I almost thought that was gonna roll back on me and knock me out like it did before. cutting down too many trees. I feel like that's probably the right amount of logs that I can farm. I'm being super good and I'm not taking down like the small trees when I need to gather sticks. I'm trying really hard to just take the sticks that are already on the ground. I could see if the trees will actually regrow. I would imagine they would because, like, I mean, this game, it's expected that you're going to play years and years and years. So if trees take years to grow, I mean, you should see that. Six. Those are down. I need straw, but I will also. I think that's all I need. Wise. I thought trees only regrow if you leave the stump. No, I think, like, if I recall, I thought I saw somewhere, like, sticks like this, because this is basically like a small tree growing. I think, like, you can if you leave them, they grow, I thought. I might be totally wrong, though. There are some things I feel like after the stream I should probably look up. Alright, let's grab the straw. Now I'm kind of feeling like, oh man, stumps instead of digging them up. It's like just a habit. Like, I'd like to get stumps so they're not. I have to say, I absolutely love the wattle wall. I just like wattle as like the way wattle looks in general. A long time ago, I made a garden bed at my in-laws' house. My stepson, like, we made up a garden bed that we built like wattle walls for it, and it looked so cute. You just need the right kind of sticks though to actually do that, because not all sticks are bendy enough and you don't want them to be too dry. They have to be, honestly, it's better if they're freshly cut from a tree. In real life, saplings grow into bigger trees, but in Medieval Dynasty, they will always remain small. Saplings are a source of sticks and will never become big trees. Okay, good. It's good to know. I'm gonna chop all of those down, or take all of those. So does that mean then, like, so it is the stump? Which is weird, because stumps don't grow into, I mean, well, technically you can have a sapling grow from a stump sometimes. Right? Like, you can, like, the stump itself doesn't grow into a tree. I wish there was, like, forestry skills and stuff too then, like, you know, planting, like, trees. Like, I feel like the lumberjack should be responsible for that. Alright, my barn is done. Build at least 15 buildings is my next goal for the, like, main story, I guess. It's totally unrealistic, but yes, in Medieval Dynasty, stumps turn back into trees in the next season. Shoot. Well, I'm not going to have trees immediately around my village then, but that's okay. I'm going to leave stumps from now on so that I can have more trees. should be like 7 days to die, where you have a chance of harvesting a sapling when you chop down a tree, and you can replant them. I think that would be cool. All right, so we're gonna actually switch up the workshop worker because I don't, because she doesn't need. I really don't need a workshop worker right now. All right, barn. I'm gonna assign worker. It's currently a craftsman. Make her a barn worker right now. And then we will barn just this. So right now, this is the fertilizer made from rot. Increase this. I don't have manure, so that's not really. I'm not even gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna increase her work in time because I'm gonna switch her to farmer, I think, when it's the next season, because then I don't have to do the farming stuff, but we'll put her at 70%. I don't even think I have enough to make all of that, because if I go into the food storage, it's like 10 rot per. I'm only gonna get 6 rot, or 6 fertilizer from that whole deal. Unless, you know, I do this thing with the next season, I'll be able to get stuff sooner. Let's put some stuff back in storage, because I think now would be the time for me to go to Rolnika and progress that quest regarding the rye delivery. Let's put all of this away. So that should. And my hammer is almost done. I'm gonna do another hammer when I get back, and then my hoe is almost done, but that's okay because I don't. Right now, I have enough arrows still. Why is it saying that they're? Oh, it's probably detecting that I have work set for the workshop, and I don't have any workers there. I'm gonna actually turn it off. I just. See? You just click in that. I just don't want to have that little icon popping up bothering me. Alright, so go this way. If I look at the map, Rolnika is there. And so I think my goal is I want to get to Rolnika and at least get the next like quest goal, and then I will probably end the stream for today. So let's see if I can hopefully find along the way some, you know, stuff off to the side of the roads that I can collect. I should probably pay attention to the banks of the river just so in case there's like stuff lying on the river, barrels or sacks. Sacks right here. Some hops. Some animal feed. And like I said, it's so much easier to see in the winter. Like, I think you're much more likely, if you're paying attention, you're gonna find stuff winter. And sometimes I'm just looking in areas that I've remembered things spawning. Spawning left and right. Lots of duck, but I don't know. Water. And we got some deer. I have the okay. So got an overturned cart here, which there's always a couple things. Ooh, a copper spear. So it's 57%, which isn't great. But I mean, it's worth using. rot, so I can add that to have my barn worker turn that into fertilizer. Okay. Cool. Yeah, when I have as much meat kind of built up drying and as I do, like, I don't want to overdo it and have too much raw meat, because then it's just gonna go bad. I mean, it's fine and all. It's a waste. Bridge over here that I get across. I guess I could try to. I'm gonna like try to use this spear. Get this hawk. Oh, I did that way short. Me and the hawks in this game, I'm not doing well. I keep overthrowing or underthrowing. Now, if this were in like normal mode, not easy mode, I would be cold right now, and I'd have to be like always running around with the torch out. This. But I think because the mode that I have it on, I don't actually have that. Another overturned cart over here. Let's see, we've got a bronze sickle. I might actually like sell the copper spear and the bronze sickle. There. Here. Sometimes like it's hard to see certain things, like you'll have like a bottle of meat that kind of blends in with the cart. Don't notice. Such a characters. So there's also some different vendors here that, like there's the, I don't want to say pig vendor, but it's like clearly the person who works in the pigsty sells stuff, like animal fodder probably. Alright, so here's Nidar. Hello, what can I help you with? I was asked to check up on the rye delivery that was supposed to go to Gustovia. Are there setbacks? So he hasn't even reached Gustovia yet. That's worrying. What happened? I sent one of my workers with the parcel yesterday. He should be back here already. There were never any problems with this route before. Something must have gone. I'm already involved, so I could go and try and find him. Not waste time. Alright. So, I have to find the courier on the route to Gustovia. I could probably get to that point before I end the stream. Let me just check out these people at the campfire to see if they have any skills I could be interested in. He is not.
How is life treating you?
Fishing or finding mushrooms. Shoot.
See you soon.
Definitely good for the herbalist. She has 3 for fishing, so I don't have a fishing hut yet, and I don't think I'm close to unlocking them. Yeah, the fishing hut comes after the herbalist hut. I haven't built this yet, but that's something I could definitely think about. I'll need another house for her. Let me sell some of the things I have to some vendor.
How have you been? Only goods of the highest quality.
I'm gonna sell the bronze sickle for sure because it's 75. The copper spear is 42. All worth it. I don't need animal feed right now. Have you done this rye quest before? I have done this rye quest before, so I do know this one. This one's a little tricky too. Helga. Hi, I'm new here. How did you see the skills? So for the skills, you're actually it only works on, you know, the villagers or the people that you could actually invite to your settlement. But if you go into focus mode, I know for my key bindings, that's the left alt button. And you just look at that person. It'll give everybody's names, but for the people that you can technically invite, you hold the left alt button and you'll see the skill points they have in each category right over their head. That is also courtesy of Daddy PC Gamer in the chat, because she told me that. I knew you could talk to them, and like there's a thing that you can unlock to like get their personality, but I did not know that you could do that with skills in the focus mode. So yeah, that is how that works. And welcome. I'll have to figure out how to do that on Xbox. So I'm curious, is it on Xbox? I couldn't tell from like what I was reading yesterday, but it looks like the console update did come out at some point, which is great. I mean, I think this is great that they have this game on console. Howdy PC Gamer, I do what I can. Just call me the Medieval Whisperer. You are the Medieval Whisperer. Great. Okay, so I have, you know, done this quest before. There's this circle here that basically says, you know, find the courier on the route to Gostovia. I'm gonna try to do this as if I've, like, not done it before, because I think it's important to know what to pay attention to in this quest. It's on Game Pass. Yes, I'm playing at the moment. I did buy it for PC, but my laptop is too old to run it now. Yeah, you know what? I actually had the thought of like, oh, this would be great on my laptop, but my laptop is like not a gaming laptop, and it definitely couldn't handle this game. But that's awesome. I'm glad that they brought it to console. See, I feel like this is counterintuitive, but I am going to take a quick dip in the river to clean myself off. But you would think that, like, I would freeze. You would think I would freeze here, but... So I'm almost not in that yellow circle yet. You can tell it was made for PC, though. The controls definitely take getting used to. Yeah, I hate when that happens where, like, they port something either from console to PC or vice versa, or something comes out and you could tell, like, it's made for one and the key bindings or the controls just really don't work great on those other systems. Sucks. So we are getting into this yellow ring. So I'm looking for a courier. That's not actually the first thing I'm gonna find. Open. I've actually passed the spot I'm thinking of. Nope, I haven't. Okay. So we've got some blood right here, right on the edge of the road. So following this trail of blood here. I feel like I've like lost the trail of blood. I do know that I'm headed in the right direction though. Enjoy the stream and the game. I'll be lurking for the time being. Yeah, thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a good time. So like the blood splatter, I feel like it's probably there's more on the road, but it does lead you in the right direction, and I can see more here. Okay, there's a guy over here. We're gonna assume this is our buddy, our ride delivery dude. Hugo. Please help me, I'm badly wounded. Damn, you sure are bleeding a lot. Nader's worker, aren't you? The one who was supposed to deliver the ride to Gostovia? That's right, here, take the parcel if you want. Just please get some help. I'm on my way, hold on. Alright. So, that is where I'm at. This is actually where I think I'm going to end today. Because kid's getting home from school soon, so I'm gonna finish this up here. For those of you who are in chat, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you're enjoying Medieval Dynasty, because I certainly am having a good time with this playthrough. Like I said, I've not played too far into this game. I tend to start villages and then that's about it. So I'm gonna remember to save on stream, like I said last time, because if I don't, I will forget. But yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you for hitting the like button and subscribing. If you haven't already, please do that. And I will see you next time. I think I'm gonna be streaming again on Thursday. So see you then.